36, I'm single, and unfortunately I'm attracted to men. Dating has been terrible. Most men, I tell them exactly what I need and what I'm wanting from them. Most of it is just better communication. That's literally it. Like, the bar is so low, and men can't even do that. It's like I'm holding the door open for them, and I'm like, hey, like, this is exactly what I need and what I'm wanting from you. And they just stand there, like, staring at the door. It's so tiring, and it's so exhausting. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like, why is this so hard for you? I literally told you what I wanted and what I'm needing. I, like, wrote it out, and you can't even comprehend that. So that's where I'm at.
Men are in control. I keep trying to tell you guys, man. Single, mid, going on late 30s, telling men what she wants and what she requires, and men are just looking at her like, what? I don't hear you, though. When you're telling a guy, I won't accept this, and you need to do this and be this and this, and no, you're done. The hell is wrong with you? See, and this is the thing with them too. It's so funny, right? They have a bunch of guys who will do everything they want. See, this is the thing. They have a standard for men, but then think that they can tell these men what they require. That doesn't work like that. But here's the funny part, right? I thought women held the cards. I thought women held the access to sex and all of this stuff. Not with the men that they actually want. Not with the men that they actually want. Let's get the next clip.
Why is dating so frustrating? Why? So talking to this guy on this dating app, right, for about 2 weeks, exchanged phone numbers, everything's good, asks me tonight, what are your plans this weekend? When I say, oh, my kids are actually with their dad this weekend. I work on Saturday, but just half the day. How about you? Oh, I have no plans. Then fucking nothing. Nothing after that. Not would you like to meet up? Do you want to make plans? No, nothing. Why? Why even ask? Why are you even asking what my plans are if you have no intention of asking? And the other thing that pisses me off is that I feel like people that do that just expect you to not have plans. Like, they can ask you last minute. Like, they'll ask me tomorrow night, hey, you want to hang out tonight? No, motherfucker, I'm busy. And now I'm busy, right? Am I really busy? No. But I'm going to tell you I'm busy because you really think that you can ask people the last minute to do something? Like, make a plan, make it a priority. Because if people don't feel like they're a priority, they don't want to spend their time with you, right? Like, when I'm dating somebody, you are my priority. I make you my priority, right? I don't know. Dating nowadays is just so different. I don't think I'm ready for it at all. Nope.
Men are in control. See how his wallet stayed closed by not inviting her to do anything? She's pissed about that. But here's what really happened. I'm not going to have my kids. They're going to be with their dad. Done. What a lot of these women are doing out here nowadays, they're not putting that they have kids on their dating app profile. Then you get to talking to them and they'll slip out that they have kids, or they'll tell you some story, and men ain't going for that. Men are not going for that. And she's upset. See, dating is not going to get easier for women as they go on. It's not. It's going to get easier for men. Men build themselves. You give your years to some other guy. I'm not saying that's anything wrong with that. That's her trajectory. That's her story. That's how she had to go about things. That's not a man's problem. She's like, oh, men just think that you're going to da-da-da-da. No. You have to cooperate. If you don't want to cooperate, stay where you're at. Or be like the chick in clip 2, what she exposed, go for a bottom of the barrel guy, a guy lower on the totem pole. You're actually lower on the totem pole. See, this is the funniest thing. They don't want guys that are where they're at. They want guys to just open their wallet. And here's the thing too. They can call us brokies all they want. Call a guy a brokey all you want. If he's not dealing with you, he's saving money that night. He's literally saving money. It's crazy. They swear they're in control. They can demand this, do it like this, approach me like this, take me here, after this, do this, before this and that. No, that's not how that works. Men are getting out of the way. Let's get into the next one.
There was a man in my comment section telling me that men value youth in women. As if we already didn't know that. But why do I find it weird? Because it's disgusting. Why are you a 45-year-old man looking for a woman that is 20 plus years your junior? What does a man who is 20 plus years into adulthood want with a woman who isn't even 5 years into hers? It's not because they're young and fun and lit in turn. It's because they're young and gullible. I hear people saying, I'm so sick of the frontal lobe development conversation. But it's truly true. After a certain age, you start to open your eyes and realize how men work in relationships. They call us old and bitter once we hit 30. I'll be 30 this year. When it's actually wisdom, babe. It's actually the knowledge, babe. It's actually just being fed up with the same thing over and over and over. What is the definition of insanity again? The only thing that you want to do with a woman who is 20 plus years your junior is control her.
Here's one thing about the matchmaking that has pissed me off. And it's petty. It's petty on all fronts. The fact that men do not want to date women their own age or older. As a woman, it really grinds my gears. And I don't want to jump to conclusions and assumptions and I tell myself maybe it's not for vanity reasons, maybe it's not about physicality and all of that, but like, and it is just so like, I have guys that I have kind of gotten to know through this whole process of trying to find the matches, and I like them otherwise, they're nice guys otherwise, but then they just have this one thing where they're unwilling to date a woman their own age or older, and it fucking pisses me off. So then I end up having to email many guys and say, hey, guess what? Nothing for you. Like I'm fucking Jeff Probst, head back to camp. No reward for you because you're unwilling to date a woman that is your own age.
Okay, women are frustrated by this, but it's not, it's so hilarious, right? When women are younger, they go for older dudes. If you went to high school and chicks that you were into, they would have older dudes pulling up to pick them up, right? Even when women are looking for guys to take advantage of, they're taking advantage of older guys and they're offering like companionship. But it's so funny when the roles are reversed, but the guy will actually take care of the woman. He's not actually trying to use her. See, they dress this up as you just want control. No. Older women want you to do XYZ, be XYZ, bring forth XYZ. And it doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to do that anyway, I'm going to do it with somebody that I actually want. 9 times out of 10, you're not impressed with the bare minimum. A younger woman will be impressed with the bare minimum. Check this out. Let's say a guy was to simp and trick and do all of this stuff. He can buy a bag for a younger woman. She'll appreciate it. Hell, he could go on a cruise. He can go to a steakhouse. Spend a couple of $100 on the chick. Let's say if a guy was to simp and trick or whatever, or give resources. The older woman wants a house. She wants a car. She wants a $10,000 allowance and all of this nonsense. Makes no sense. If a guy was going to invest into a woman, why not do it with a younger woman? Let's say a guy was going to trick and simp. If he was going to, give her the money for a boutique, for a store, for some business. Why wouldn't he invest it in her? Why would he invest it in you? You got it by yourself. You're strong and independent. Don't you have the capital? Don't you have the money to do that? Don't you have your own business already? And you don't need a man, right? You're older. You don't need a man. See, a younger chick actually needs the dude. Needs his resources. In a perfect world where all guys were going to simp, let's just go with that analogy, right? A woman would actually need his resources, would need his covering. You don't, right? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? And at the end of the day, it's that guy's money. See, women are only mad at this because a man's money isn't going back into them. You had full access to these guys before they had the access to the money. What's the problem here? Men should not have to date older women because older women say so. You're less agreeable. You're stuck in your ways. You want things to be done a certain type of way. The guy that you want like that doesn't fly. It doesn't make any sense. If he was going to be doing X, Y, and Z, it would be in exchange for cooperation. The cooperation would really have to happen first in exchange for that. Older women can't see that. And that's why older men are staying single. Let me put something out there. I don't, like, guys think that they could just be whatever and have money. No, when you're a complete package as an older man, and when I say older, I mean 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 years old even, bruh, you can still be out here. They can't a lot of the times. Some good looking older women, but it doesn't mean anything. It's not the same equivalent as a man who's older on his A game. Remember that. Let's get into the next clip.
Ladies, if you want to know if a guy is genuine or not, just don't sleep with them. Like, that's literally it. Just don't sleep with them. Like, wait some months. Wait some months till you sleep with them and give them your precious gift that you could possibly give somebody. Because whenever you sleep with these guys and you create those soul ties, it's over. It's over.
This is another reason why it's harder to date for women than men. See, out here, they're going to tell you this, that it's harder for men to date than women. No. There will always be someone to cooperate with you. The reason why it's harder for women is because women think that they only offer sex, at the same time trying to convince everybody that men only want sex. They're lazy daters. I take it a step further and say that a man will stick with the woman who cannot be replaced. With the value that she brings to the table, he will stick with that woman. A mature man, a mature, well-seasoned veteran man will stick with that woman as opposed to the woman that only offers sex in her looks. But women like to get guys to believe that all they want is sex. Guys get in their feelings. They start feeling bad. Damn, I should be doing more. I could be doing more. The hell is wrong with you, bro? The hell is wrong with you? That makes you unattractive right there. You are him. They are them. It's just like that. If they don't like it, let them go along. Women always try to withhold sex and intimacy from certain dudes. You should take that as disrespect. More men are waking up to this. Oh, you don't want to kiss on the first date? I'm gone. Oh, you don't want to come over on the second, third date? All right, cool. Go find a guy that's going for all that. Because there's plenty of them out here. But it's so funny how women get frustrated with guys who are just like, nah, I'm good. The men that they really want. The men that have experience to know when to get out of the way. They're not in control.